how to hold your instrument. Hopefully you're starting to feel comfortable and can hold it with no hands. Let's talk about how to make a sound. We're not going to use the bow yet, that'll be for second degree white belt. For now we are going to use pizzicato, or pizz for short. Pizzicato is Italian for pluck. Note that basses and cellos both pitch the same way, so this video will be for both instruments. Bass players, just make sure you're holding your instrument at a bass angle, not flat like a cello. First we're going to learn how to anchor your hand. Hold up your right hand and make an air pistol. Now relax your muscles so that your pistol flops over a little bit. Turn sideways, and then anchor your thumb under the end of the fingerboard. Note that it's just barely peeking underneath. Your first finger will rest on a string. Now pivot your hand a little by raising your elbow so that your first finger looks down the side of the string. Move your hand up or down the fingerboard until the tip of your finger is about an inch up from the edge of the fingerboard. This is the place that will get the best sound when pitzing. Where exactly your thumb lies will depend on the size of your hand. Now we're going to pull the string with the side of our finger. We use the side of our finger because it makes the fattest sound. Notice that I move my whole arm to play, not just my hand. Now look at where my finger ends up when I play one of the higher strings. It pulls into the next string without playing it. When I play my last string, I pull into the fingerboard instead. To reach each string, I move my elbow up and down. Try producing some nice fat sounds on each string. See how relaxed you can get your hand and the rest of your body to be while playing. Now take a look at where your hand is on the fingerboard. Is your fingertip still an inch up from the end? Look at where it's anchored and memorize that spot. Take your hand off and see if you can put it right back in that same place. Try strumming, where you play all four strings at the same time. Drop your elbow as you do it. Now try a backward strum. It doesn't have to be loud because we never actually strum backwards. It's kind of weird, but it's good for practicing your elbow motion. If you're tense, you won't be able to do it. Now try plucking the strings one at a time, going up and down your instrument. Is your elbow still moving? Is your first finger still pulling into the next string? Now try skipping around between the strings. So, this pizzicato technique is great for making loud, fat sounds. But sometimes we need to play a lot of fast notes, and it's okay if there's a thinner sound. To do that, we use the tip of our finger. Go ahead and try it. I should mention that some people use their second finger to pizz instead of their first finger. The second finger is a little longer and a little stronger, but it's not quite as fast or as accurate as the first finger. You also can't really use the side of it to play, so it can't make as full of a sound as the first finger either. About the only time I use my second finger is when I need a really quiet, but still full-sounding note. But everyone's hand is shaped a little different, so if you're more comfortable using your second finger, go ahead. In fact, sometimes we'll use both fingers at the same time to pluck a chord. To do that, we use more of an upwards motion than a sideways motion. Congratulations! You've learned how to pizzicato. Continue to part 3 to learn how to use your left hand.